Our research team has amassed a mountain of documents that refer to or expressly describe UFO incidents and encounters. Jody?
Headquarters, Air Force Office of Special Investigations, September-November 1980. To whom this is addressed is deleted. It's a request for photographic interpretation by, again deleted, who provided negatives and film. The document describes trilateral insignia known to be on alien devices. Document shows tampering where NSA was changed to NASA before document was released under Freedom of Information Act. Document mentions high-frequency beam pulses and implies that Benowitz was gaining alien data from these signals.
Now, a document we have here that's a little more colorful than most records a shooting incident reported at Ellsworth Air Force Base. Now, this is an actual official complaint report from Ellsworth. It's filled out by the guard duty officer. Helping hand is one of the code words, a security violation. Another one, covered wagon, security violation. Paul D. Heinzman, a sergeant in the U.S. Air Force Wing Security Control. The report continues, Samuel Lime, Security Control, telephoned WSC and reported an OZ alarm activation at L9 that Lime sat number 1. It's all military code, but it gets down to the incident was upgraded to a covered wagon per request of Captain Stokes. The report goes on to say that when these security officers responded to the alarm, a beam of light hit his rifle and it disintegrated, melted, burned his hands. They fired at aliens, as it says in the report, another beam of light. According to this, the two soldiers involved were so terrified they called for more help. Not much question as to what happened as far as these guards were concerned, but now let's take a look and have Jody read the follow-up report.
Yes, true. This document indeed is just as interesting as the one you just read. It is, however, the second part to that. It does, however, have deletion of name, to whom it was addressed, nor is there any signature upon it. Rake, the soldier in question, aimed his M16 rifle at the intruder and ordered him to stop. The intruder turned towards Rake and aimed an object at Rake which emitted a bright flash of intense light. The flash of light struck Rake's M16 rifle, disintegrating the weapon and causing second and third degree burns to Rake's hands. Rake immediately took cover and concealment and radioed the situation to Jenkins, who in turn radioed a 1013 distress to line control. Jenkins challenged the two individuals, the two additional alien individuals apparently, but they also refused to stop. Jenkins aimed and fired 2 rounds from his M16 rifle as well. 1 bullet struck one intruder in the back and 1 bullet struck one intruder in the helmet. Both intruders fell to the ground. However, approximately 15 seconds later, both returned to an upright position and fired the same flashes of light at Jenkins. Jenkins took cover and the light missed Jenkins. Now the report goes on to finish and say, additional information. Rake was treated at the base hospital by a captain name who I cannot make out for second and third degree radiation burns to each hand. Rake was air-evac'd to an unspecified location, and Rake's M16 rifle could not be located at the site.
Meanwhile, our document trail appears to lead to a large-scale government cover-up.
Yes, and as an example, here is another shooting incident report. Department of the Air Force, the Security Police Squadron. In January of 1978, I was stationed at McGuire Air Force Base, New Jersey. One evening, during the time frame of 0300 hours and 0500 hours, there was a number of UFO sightings in the area over the airfield and Fort Dix Army Camp. I am a security policeman and was on routine patrol at the time. New Jersey State Police and Fort Dix MPs were running code in the direction of Brownsville, New Jersey. A state trooper then entered Gate 5 at the rear of the base requesting assistance and permission to enter. I was dispatched and the trooper wanted access to the runway area which led to the very back of the airfield, connected with a heavily wooded area which is part of the Dix training area. He informed me that a Fort Dix MP was pursuing a low-flying object which then hovered over his car. He described it as an oval-shaped with no details and glowing with a bluish-green color. His radio transmission was cut off. At that time, in front of his police car appeared a thing about 4 feet tall, grayish-brown, fat head, long arms, and slender body. The MP panicked and fired 5 rounds from his .45 caliber into the thing, and 1 round into the object above. The object then fled straight up and joined with 11 others high in the sky. This we all saw, but didn't know the details at the time. Anyway, the thing ran into the woods towards our fence line, and they wanted to look for it. By this time, several patrols were involved. We found the body of the thing near the runway. It had apparently climbed the fence and died while running.
Some absolutely incredible official documents.